Roberts takes the ball. The ball comes back. Terrific play by North Melbourne to Blakey. Pumps it inside 50, and there's the man. King Carey's got it.
It doesn't make a difference too, Carey, when he has that sort of pace to make up the ground to get to the ball in the first place, and just got right away from Ingerson. There's nothing he could do about it. Did that a couple of times last week in Perth. Just got away from Jakovic, and this time just wrapped the ball up. And a chance to put their first goal on the board.
Well, he had one really brilliant quarter last week, Ross, didn't he? The second.
Just probably about 8 or 9 minutes of footy, Pete. Just really turned the game and gave his side every chance to win it, which they eventually did.
Well, he's kicked 455 career goals in 179 games. He's kicked 44 goals for the season, and you wouldn't think he could miss from there. And he, again, just pops it through.
Yes, he's such an important player for them, no question about that. Just holds that forward line up. Last week they had a very open area inside the 50, particularly where they just kicked towards Carey, then players just turned and ran into the space. And the setup here coming down by young Harvey, who's been a bit quiet in the last month. Had a very good patch of about 4 or 5 weeks where he kicked goals and become a very creative rover for them. But Carey, big job for Ingerson. He's done it before.
The runners. Taken away by Stevens. Thumps the ball back to 50. And there's Wayne Carey. A bad call. Maybe Carey was smart, but he's taken an easy chest mark.
Well, it's hard to tell from here, Carey. It looks as if he did call them out because the 3 Melbourne players all sat off it.
Well, he's a magnificent player, Wayne Carey. He's already kicked a goal in this first term. He's coming off a 5-goal haul against the West Coast Eagles. Stands a big thumping kick. He's got it.
And that's where he's so dangerous. He can take the ball outside 50. The team knows he's going to have a ping for goal, and he is a very accurate kick from 55, even within 60. And he's so able to assert his authority on a game. And again, North Melbourne with the numbers. This time Stevens, and there it is. The 3 Melbourne players. Yep, someone yells out mine or what have you. If you're in the box seat, forget the call. You go for it.
Gets a call from the umpire to play on. McKernan nearly couldn't quite drag it down. Chance for Simpson. Hand pass not bad. Carey off the ground, goals.
That's just good team play, Pete. That's all it is, just to keep the ball alive and push it through out of the congestion. And this time Simpson, as you called, just got the ball out, and Carey had the presence of mind not to pick the ball up, knew he's under pressure. And whilst the ball was awkwardly bouncing on the ground, as we just see the original free kick here, that was against McKernan for White, over the shoulder a little. And here we see Simpson just push that ball forward and Carey off the ground.
From King, travels about 35 metres. Roberts from behind, 1 juggle, 2 juggle, not paid by the umpire. Flipped up to Shannon Grant, clear of Uze, straight onto the chest of Carey. Great footy.
Yes, lucky there, Roberts, to get away with it from behind. He tried to mark, like with the North game plan, it definitely as if you're behind to push forward and spoil, but he managed to control the footy. And then Ingerson thought the ball was going to go over his head. The shot for goal left Carey alone. This is what results.
3 goals in the first quarter to Wayne Carey to bring his career tally to 458. Looks as though he's added 1 more to it. 4 for the day. Well, how do you stop this man?
Well, I thought Ingerson did fight back. I said at quarter time, Pete, in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the first quarter, he took a couple of marks and just maintained his composure. I mean, he could have been pretty on down on confidence. And here we just see Roberts from behind. Shanahan couldn't quite hold on to it. Quick hands. And then Shannon Grant looked as if he was going to kick long. Ingerson conceded that he was going to, allowed Carey to go short and in front. And he kicked the goal, as Pete said.
Well, back to the excitement machine. Winston gets it back. Here's a chance for Simpson. Goes short out in front. Carey's got it. What's his chances, Roscoe?
He's a chance from there. Kev's going to kick from about 55. He's done that before.
McKernan in the square. So if it drops into the square, they've got some height down there as well. Johnny Longmire getting back. Carey unloads. A big bomb from Wayne Carey. He's kicked a magnificent goal.
That's his 5th, Kev. And no better goal you won't see from distance than that. On a bit of an angle, 45. And kicking from 55, well set up by North too. Just some quick hands in there. Grant in there. Winston Abraham just over the top there to help set up Simpson. And on his non-preferred right foot, gave Carey a chance from there. Very few players can kick that distance accurately. Look at this. straight through.
A wonderful burst of speed. A Melbourne player is down.
Yep.
So a sign of strength here. Carey's got it. And he shakes his head in disbelief. I think Wayne Carey believes he's been held for a lot of these contests, Roscoe.
Yeah, I thought the previous one there might have been something in it, but it was allowed to be play on this time. There's no question in that because he takes the mark, but Shanahan's in front and definitely retards him initially. And Carey falling back takes the mark anyway.
There's a lot of grappling going on between Shanahan and Wayne Carey, but he's going for his 6th goal. He's the best player in the game, straight through the centre.
And that's his 6th goal, which is really an outstanding effort on the day, along with David Leach at the other end, who's kicked 4. He's had less opportunities, but in this situation, Carey just can't keep him down for so long. He's been restricted at times, but 10 marks, 16 kicks, and 6 goals for. And the jumper was being held from behind as well by Shanahan, but Carey just makes no contest by taking the mark anyway.
To the ground. That was McDonald who came in from behind, picked up by Uze, goes to the square, and there's a good mark to Smith, who's just come off the bench. Oh, he plays on. Again, this North Melbourne defence. That was Wayne Carey, the king, doing it at both ends of the ground. What a game he's played today. He's booted 6 goals. Sensation towards Roberts. The fridge has got it. Juggled it a couple of times, runs to 50. Backing back, the king's there. He's got it.
Thought about playing on.
Yes, and I think Mark Roberts is actually having a shot for goal, but Carey's certainly in the right position there just to sit back behind Shanahan. And he led out the other side of the ground thinking the ball was coming that way as he turns and has a shot from here. That's his 7th. And again, the most influential player on the ground. He was that last week against West Coast in Perth when he kicked those 5 goals, 4 in the 2nd quarter. And the game before that on the other side of the State of Origin game against St Kilda again was outstanding. And when you have a key forward like that who gets fed as often as he does, as Roberts here was actually having a shot for goal, I suggest, but Carey positioned himself very nicely.
Well, he's the greatest goal-kicking centre-half forward the game has ever seen, and I dare say that if he played at full forward, a lot like Tony Lockett has and Jason Dunstall and Gary Ablett.
Carey has kicked 11 goals against Melbourne back in 1996, round 17, but Johnny Longmire's done best against the D's with 14. Carey again. Should he kick this? He can, and he does. Number 8.
Well, just the fact he took the mark in the first place from a difficult contest. He was in front, but had to jump up and protect the ball, taking on the chest, and he's damaged himself in some form. But again, the ball comes forward quickly, 1 out. He jumps to protect the footy, and then just says, well, I'll play on, like he did last week against Jakovic. Shanahan couldn't catch him, but just manages to get the ball away before he's too badly interrupted there.
He's going to come off too, Wayne Carey.
Bruising on the hip.
Too badly injured.